KingCobraJFS is a man of many talents. He's an amazing chef, a talented dishwasher, he has an astounding physique, and makes some really entertaining YouTube videos. But most importantly, KingCobraJFS has a wide and expansive discography of quality music. Never forget that KingCobraJFS, before he became the infamous sexy goth bad boy YouTuber we know him as today, had full intentions of becoming a successful rock musician. And in this video series, I discuss the very best of King Cobra's music. In the last episode, I left off talking about a bootleg album of acoustic guitar songs recorded by King Cobra called The Discord Sessions. And up next on our list is Cobra's 2018 album, Trials of the Abyss. The only true highlight for me on Trials of the Abyss is the absolute anthem of an opener on this one, Legends Never Die. Legends Never Die opens up with some killer guitar riffage and about 4 different drum samples playing at all different times and tempos, and then Josh starts screeching like Axl Rose or some shit. This song is easily the most epic thing Josh has ever released. I could definitely hear this tune being played in the background of some sort of inspirational alpha male Thomas Shelby TikTok or something. The rest of Trials of the Abyss is the usual Josh horse shit, so allow me to just move right on to the next album on our list. The next album on our list is definitely a switch up of styles for Josh musically. I am of course talking about Josh's bootleg hip hop mixtape, Cobra's Mist. Now, what can be said about Cobra's Mist and Josh as a rapper in general? Well, there's been a long-running meme in the Cobra community that Josh is unironically much better at rapping than he is at playing guitar and singing, and I would say I most definitely agree with this. Cobra's Mist isn't an awful mixtape. Well, it is. Of course it's awful, but as far as King Cobra music goes, it's easily one of the most listenable projects he's put out. And you can definitely credit the fact that Cobra instead relied on other people to produce the music on this thing rather than himself as to why it's so much better than the usual horse shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Josh did try his hand in hip-hop production, the spirit of Jay Dilla himself would curse the boy for eternity. Personally, my favourite tracks on Cobra's Mist have got to be the opener, Dream Mansion, and the absolutely ridiculous, obscene dating scene. The beat on Dream Mansion definitely has like a Fort Minor, worst era of Eminem, super dramatic, emotional piano type vibe to it, and it complements Josh's bars about smoking 8 pounds of weed, yes indeed, and donating his lottery winnings to charity pretty well. You gotta respect Josh encouraging people to be charitable in his bars. To be fair to him, he's truly a conscious rapper. You know, Cobes is following the footsteps of people like Common and Mos Def, and I'm sure those artists would be very proud of this white boy's ability to spit about the struggle. Obscene Dating Scene has genuinely a really good beat. Reminds me of a beat that you could hear on like a old school Nas or Mobb Deep project, and Josh kills it with bars about sucking your 18-year-old daughter's clit. Thanks for specifying that she's 18, Josh, and expressing his frustrations with the dating scene in Casper and Ether's gender inequality on this one. Listen, Cobra's Mist isn't exactly Illmatic or fucking Mr. Thug Isolation or whatever, but if I had to choose between listening to this or the latest Drake shit, this comes out on top. The Dark Lord beats Champagne Papi. The next album on the list is the legendary 2019 King Cobra album, Hell's Advocate. And in terms of the best songs on this one, I'm gonna have to give it to Smoking Cannabis in the Clock Tower and Matter. Smoking Cannabis in the Clock Tower starts with these unreal, sinister clock tower bells, and then we hear Josh playing guitar with all his heart nice and heavy. This one's got a bit of a thrash metal feel to it here. Josh is if like Dave Mustaine got kicked out of the CY bar instead of Metallica on this one. It features his usual Danny Filth-esque shrieking vocals and some amazing lyrics about You guessed it, smoking cannabis in the clock tower. If you haven't heard this one, check it out. The streets fuck with this one heavy. The track Matter is one of the biggest messes I've heard on any King Cobra album, and that is really saying something. It's like he took the drums from a Chris Brown song, the pianos from a Radiohead song, and then started wanking the fretboard of his guitar to see what would happen, recorded it and called it a day. I truly have no words for how weird of a piece of music this is. It is something special. Our boy Cobra is an avant-garde metal genius. That's what's up. And now we move on to what is undoubtedly the best King Cobra album ever. I am of course talking about King Cobra's 2020 Christmas album, or should I say anti-Christmas album, Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols. Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols is genuinely amazing. This is Cobra's magnum opus, his To Pimp a Boglum. This shows that he is a comedic genius, the Mitch Hedberg of our generation, but somehow stranger and even more of a druggie. This album begins with an amazing intro welcoming us to Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols and warning us not to have little ones in the room while listening to this, because this album will definitely get you on the naughty list. Before I continue talking about the actual album, I have to say I adore this album cover depicting Santa pissing on what appears to be a goblin. Oh my god, maybe it's a boglum, with a bong right next to him. This is the kind of picture you'd Bluetooth the homies on your Sony Ericsson in 2008 to get a good laugh off them, and I just love it. The album opens up with a parody of Jingle Bell Rock, where Cobes tells his trolls they can suck his cock and that he's going to fuck their of-age sister. Once again, Josh, thank you for clearing up that she's of age. And it just gets more and more funny and insane the deeper you get into this album. The next highlight on this album for me is Silent Fart. Of course, a crude parody of Silent Night with beautiful pianos on it being interrupted repeatedly by fart samples as Cobra sings about thanking Lucifer he didn't shit himself when he farted. I think this says more about me than Cobes, but this shit made me unironically laugh so hard. Cobra is a comedy genius. He should write for Saturday Night Live or something. If we can't have Shane Gillis, we deserve King Cobra on the television screens of America. Another banger on this one is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gangster, in which Josh sings about Rudolph being on his Dylan Klebold shit and killing all of Santa's reindeers for making fun of him, and then being arrested and hanging himself on death row. Dark. My favourite part of this track though is easily at the very end, where Josh, out of nowhere, just yells, "Fuck our snowflake society," for no reason whatsoever. This album lives in the same world as Tommy Wiseau's The Room, The Wicker Man, Corey Feldman's Angelic to the Core, fucking She Wants Sex by Lil B. And by that I mean art that is so bad that it's good. You can hear passion in Josh's voice on Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols, and you can tell our boy is honestly enjoying making this album. And it shows, because this is really the best project he's ever made. To be honest, this is what Cobra needs to be doing. We need Cobe's awful Easter anthems and Cobe's horrid Halloween horrors. We need crude songs related to different holidays from King Cobra, and we need them by the fucking boatload, because that would most definitely be what's up. I think I'm going to end this video here talking about Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols. If you enjoyed this one and are new around here and want to check out more like this video, be sure to subscribe for many more videos like this one, and check out some of my older stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, for the regulars to this channel, I'd like to thank you so very much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. This is an absolute milestone for me, and here's to this channel growing more and more in the near future. For real, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all of you guys. that have supported this channel. You guys are the goats. If you want to see me talk about Cobra's music more, please give this video a like, and yeah, thank you very much once again for checking out what I'm talking about. See you again real soon, guys. Peace.